Gents, we're going to bring you our co-main event. In the ladies division, this professional contest is sponsored by King's Casino. Please welcome your first fighter into the blue corner, representing Team Crossface NGMA. Please welcome Bryony Tyrell. Ladies and gents, could you please welcome her opponent into the red corner, representing the Lab Gym MMA, Lanchana Mean Green.
Bit of a homecoming this now as well for Lanch. She's not fought in the Northeast for a long, long time. I believe her last bout was 2018 in the Northeast.
Doing a bit of a Y crew in her entrance. Something different. Don't often see a Y crew before. Don't often see a Y crew before an MMA fight.
Right, there we have it. Gum shield in, just seeing her team off here, and Lanch will be in the cage. I think I'm right in saying you've not had any rematches in your career thus far, have you, at pro level?
No, not at pro level.
What do you think? I know we touched on it on the Jack Holly Gerald Gill fight, but these two ladies have spent a lot of time in the cage together. What, that familiarity just puts them straight into the action, or what do you think?
Yes, but it has been a long time since they last fought. The last fight was in 2018. That's a lot of years, that's a lot of mat time, that's a lot of skill development.
All right then, ladies and gents, this is our co-main event sponsored by King's Casino. It's in the ladies' professional strawweight division. Introducing you fighters, first of all, in the blue corner. Age 43, she stands at 5'4" tall. She's an MMA record of 4 wins, 5 losses and 1 draw. From Southampton, representing Team Crossface, NGMA. She weighed in at 51.9 kilograms. Please put your hands together for Bryony Tyrell. Facing her across the cage in the red corner, it's her opponent. She's age 33. She stands at 5'5" tall. She has an MMA record of 4 wins, 5 losses and 1 draw. From Darlington, representing the Gym Lab MMA. She weighed in at 51.8 kilograms. Please put your hands together for Lanchana Mean Green. for 3 5-minute rounds. Your referee for this contest is Phil de Vries, KSW heavyweight champion.
Big Phil with what I think will be his final assignment here of the night. 15 minutes should we need it. Bryony Tyrell in the Cage Warriors gloves. Lanchana Green in the black gloves. Touch of gloves and we are underway.
Lanchana keeping a stance low, looking to establish distance. Bryony firing off that jab and that inside low kick. Wonder if the white crew is an indication that Lanchana is going to take a more Muay Thai style approach to this fight. And I wonder if the armbar from the last fight is going to be in the back of Bryony's head. Do you wonder if he's going to make her hesitant and not want to take Lanchana down?
Tough as they come though, Bryony Tyrell. She's... I'm interested to see, obviously, we know it was a long time ago, but that first fight.
Beautiful right hand from Lanchana, sorry.
No. Lanchana was, like I said, 2 rounds to the good, I believe, and then it was that 3rd round, and Bryony just really put it on her.
That was a long time ago. 2017. Beautiful slap left hook to low kick from Bryony.
Nice movement, lots of feints from both ladies here.
I was going to say, neither fighter has really established their range just yet. I'd say Tyrell's had the better shots thus far, but Lanchana did have that good right hand over the jab. Lanchana's movements look to be a little bit more efficient at the minute.
Rised smile there from Tyrell. Just falls short with that kick.
Faking constantly is Lanchana. Managing to get Tyrell to back off. There's a good right hand.
Even those fakes can take it out of you if you're constant for 15 minutes.
Yeah, and they're the first thing to go when you're tired. Like they're actually hard work. Like if you just do a round where you're just moving in your stance and faking with real intent and trying to work hard, you can make yourself quite tired in the gym, just like a round of shadowboxing like that.
And that's not when you've got somebody standing across from you trying to take your head off as well, which all the added pressure is just of fighting.
Yeah, definitely, 100%. Nice right hand again. Seems Lanchana is slowly finding the range on the right hand. And then a left hook lands.
Lanchana seems quite comfortable letting Bryony try and close the distance and countering on her way in like that.
Yeah, Lanchana's starting to find her range a bit more. I'd say Tyrell was probably landing the better shots earlier, but now Lanchana's timing her as she's coming in. Good lateral movement from Lanchana as well. Good lateral movement from both girls, to be fair.
Bryony staying busy here with this jab, but just getting tagged on the way in.
Yeah, it's Lanchana is almost using the fakes to draw these reactions out of Tyrell that she's countering. Good double right hand, doesn't quite land.
Nice movement from Tyrell just to get out the distance of that.
Another good low kick from Tyrell.
Looks to go up top now. And then to the knee, we've seen them earlier on in the Fraser Patterson fight. Horrible John Jones kicks.
And Lanchana lands a good low kick of her own. I'd say Tyrell's best strikes of the fight so far have been low kicks. Beautiful right hand from Lanchana.
Nice lead kick there from Green. Tyrell looking to answer with back to one of her own. Both these women just love fighting, don't they? It's just
part of who they are at this point. Lanch's coach asking her to just push a little bit more, throw more shots. Beautiful high kick. I was about to say, I think Tyrell's been busier, but Lanchana has been more precise. Tyrell barreling in, firing those shots.
Two tying up here on the cage. Nice little shots through the middle there from Tyrell. Strong knees though from Green in response.
Very good Thai style knees, hooking knees around the guard, driving those hips in, getting that elbow in that Thai clinch just to make it much harder for them to close the distance and firing that elbow. Nice work from Lanchana. This is good money in the bank. Knees to the body like that really pay dividends later in the fight. Lanchana putting the pressure on a little bit more now.
Nice left hook, but eats one on the way in there, does Lanchana Green. Bryony firing back.
Bryony is just doing a good job of never letting Lanchana get anything for free. If Lanchana does hit a clean, Bryony's throwing back right away.
Spinning heel kick attempt there from Green. And there we go. The first round is over. How are you scoring that?
It's tough because Tyrell is busier. But I feel like Lanchana really did do the cleaner, better work in that round. So I'd have to give it to Lanchana, but tentatively.
Yeah. 10 minutes left, should we need it here. Both women just receiving their corner advice. What would you be saying if you win Tyrell's corner?
It's a tough one because if you suddenly stop reacting to Lanchana's fakes, then Lanchana would just be able, you'd be doing nothing and you'd be getting teed off on. But Lanchana's faking responses out of Tyrell, and then she's getting countered. So it's almost like Tyrell just has to be ready to counter the counters. It takes a lot of attention and it's real hard work to do. And then obviously, if you can pick her spots to get in on the wrestling, that would be a really good move. But Lanchana was doing a really good job in the clinches of getting her elbows in and getting her hips back.
Seconds out, and here we go. This second of 3 rounds.
Bryony smiling, Lanchana looking almost emotionless, cold and calculated in there.
Nice high kick from Tyrell. Comes back with a side kick.
Kicking more is a good idea. Some of Tyrell's best shots have been kicks. But Lanchana's piling the pressure on, getting a lot more aggressive this round. Tyrell trying to get past those elbows.
A big knee up the middle there as well as this clinch started from Lanchana. Mean Green.
Tyrell managed to get a lot of good shots off there, but she did use a fair bit of energy.
How difficult is it to control that over 15 minutes in there?
It's very difficult, that's why I decided not to. But again, Lanchana getting that underhook, getting her frames in, but this is the best clinch position of the fight for Tyrell. She's now pummeling through with double unders, but Lanchana keeps getting her elbows in. That's very like Muay Thai style clinching. A lot of people think Muay Thai is just the 2 hands on the back of the head and throwing knees, but there's a lot of intricacies to it. It's almost like Greco-Roman wrestling with the way that they pummel. And a lot of it can translate to MMA, like Lanchana is showing here.
And another knee.
Knee and around the guard.
Nice right hand from Tyrell in the exit.
Feel like some of those knees might have had an effect. Tyrell choosing to let go of the clinch and back off.
It's almost like a step through with an elbow there, was it?
It was a bit long range for that, but not a bad attempt. Maybe she thought Tyrell was going to step in. Lanchana cutting her off now, mixing the levels up, hitting the body in the head. Getting back to these clinches. She needs to be careful not to get reversed by Tyrell's right underhook here.
Doing a good job there, just keeping them legs. Tyrell to prevent the knees. And lands one of her own then, does Mean Green. Working here. Lovely elbow over the top.
Get back to that double collar tie. Tapping the knees, where the leg,
nice
big
big elbow. Bryony coming back with some of her own, and then Lanch responding with another one.
Elbow and a knee now, a big turn. And another knee. Lanch's back's on the fence here. Tyrell trying to swing away around the clinch, trying to punch around the clinch. Now Lanchana going to this another Thai style clinching position, like a fight called Sakadao was really good with that, but Tyrell managed to fight that arm in. Lanchana electing to give up an underhook in favour of this more offensive striking style clinch.
Big knee there from Green. And an elbow.
And another elbow. And another elbow.
As I said at the start, and another, but Bryony is as tough as they come.
His elbow positioning is the key in these clinch exchanges. Tyrell is trying to pummel these underhooks in, but the underhook is not dictated by the position of like your upper arm and your hand. it is dictated by the elbow position. So even though Lanchana's hand is on the neck of Tyrell, effectively she still has underhooks because her elbows are in so tight, and they're also acting as a frame, stopping Tyrell from closing the distance and getting into these more wrestling style clinches that she wants.
Bryony pushing this up against the fence.
Bryony doing a good job to swing around the clinch. She's doing a good job kicking at range, but I think Lanchana is going to try and close the distance a lot more now. Tyrell is still landing in these exchanges, and she's been landing good low kicks throughout the duration of the fight.
Nice.
Lanchana is really pouring it on now, mixing the levels on these combinations beautifully.
Makes it so hard to read, mixing them levels on the strikes on the way in.
Lanchana getting a frame across the neck. I feel like she's going to try and throw another elbow in a sec.
Exchanging knees, the two ladies.
Tyrell reversing the position again.
And another nice kick to the middle there, midriff from Tyrell.
That's almost, I think the knees to the body is starting to really have an effect, because Tyrell seems to be exiting these clinches. She has Lanchana's back on the fence. It should be an advantageous position to her, but she's electing to leave the clinches, and I feel it's because of the effect of those knees and those elbows.
Big leg kick. Lanchana coming forward now, but Bryony, again, like you say, Bryony doesn't give Lanch anything for free. Everything she comes back with something immediately. It's
almost like hitting her as a button for her to fire back, and it makes it very hard to deal with. But Lanchana's doing a good job of just punching her way into these clinches and firing off these knees and these elbows.
And that's the end of the second round. Deep breaths from both ladies.
2 rounds up for Lanchana, I would say. But obviously the first fight, this is where Tyrell piled the pressure on, got that 10-8 round and managed to salvage a draw out of the fight she was behind in.
And you wonder if she's thinking about that now and thinking, can she do it again?
Both of them will be thinking about that, I guarantee you. I guarantee it. Lanchana, I think, needs to have a smart strategy. Just going back to that clinch that's been working for her.
Very animated corner here. Bryony Tyrell getting the towel, getting the last few words of encouragement off her coach.
That team crossface corner. Good, well-established gym. The guys like Charlie Leary in Bellator, Sam Patterson in the UFC. Good gym. This is a good matchup.
Cage doors locked, and here we go. Third and final round is underway. Big touch of gloves there to get this one underway.
And she gets in on the hips. Lanchana needs to get her elbows in. She needs to get that leg back to the mat. Beautiful elbow while still on one leg. That was a really good attempt from Bryony.
Again, they're straight on that single is Bryony Tyrell.
I just think the damage from those first 2 rounds is having a bit of an effect. Tyrell can't quite get that drive on that double leg. However, she is creeping away to this body lock position. Tyrell will be desperate to get that top position. Work away with ground and pound, progress these positions. He's nearly got it.
If I remember correctly, I believe that was exactly what happened in that first fight in the third round. She got it to the ground, and that's where she's done a lot of damage.
Yeah, she's just... Can lightning strike twice? Can Tyrell get Lanchana on the floor? Can Lanchana defend these takedowns and get back to her offensive tie clinching positions?
Lanchana listening to her corner there while Tyrell... This pressure has been relentless from Tyrell up against the cage.
Yeah, considering the amount of damage she's taken in the previous 2 rounds, this is really impressive work. Another knee from Lanchana. Lanchana needs to try and get her elbows back involved, needs to try and get back to Thai style clinching, but Tyrell is not giving her the space to do so. Keeping on that body lock is Tyrell. Lanchana looking to pummel that underhook through. Tyrell probably looking to trip the leg again. So close. She's getting so close in each one of these takedown attempts.
but the pressure's just not letting up. A lovely shot though from
Beautiful
Lanchana.
knee from Lanchana. But I think that drew a big breath from Tyrell, and now Lanchana's firing away with these knees.
But you see the arm there drop as well to try and protect
Beautiful
the stomach
elbow
area.
again. But Tyrell just eats it and turns the position, gets Lanchana's back on the fence.
So tough, both of these women.
Bryony just keeps firing these shots off.
Looking again for
on
the
the leg,
takedown, and she gets it this time.
But Lanchana reverses it with a beautiful butterfly hook. Just as her back touched the ground, she managed to just get that butterfly hook in and kick Tyrell to her back. I feel like Lanchana is going to try and be really smart here. Keep her elbows on the inside. Keep her head in the middle. And keep her hips squared up to Tyrell's. Tyrell is now climbing her knees up, climbing her legs up. She'll be looking for some kind of offensive sequence. It almost looks like she's looking for an armbar. Wouldn't that be something, considering how the last fight ended?
It certainly would. Making a nice bit of space between the two of them now, Tyrell.
Using that knee shield. This has been a really high pace. Both women have fought at.
Incredible that the pace just hasn't dropped off.
Not at all. And then again going for that takedown, getting to that body lock. Nice knees from Lanchana here.
Tyrell looking to tie that leg up again.
Again back to that Thai style clinching.
Green coming forward.
Did a white crew in her entrance and then did some of the best Muay Thai I've seen in MMA in a long time. Tyrell again, just crashing into these clinches, firing the combinations off and crashing into the clinches, trying to get these takedowns, getting to a body lock. Lanchana just doing a good job of getting her elbows involved, getting these frames going, and getting herself off the fence and landing her on offense here.
Another big knee there. Here we go. Coming to the latter stage of this round now. Third and final round.
Lanchana still marching forward.
Looping right hand there from Tyrell. Green still on the offensive, still on the front foot.
Another double leg attempt into this body lock.
10 seconds here to go in this round.
They're both swinging to the finish.
And there we have it. Into that 15-minute shed between the two in the cage, but I think that will be a Lanchana Green victory.
Yeah, I definitely think the judges are going to score that in favour of Lanchana. That was a fantastic fight from both women.
Ladies and gents, put your hands together for both of our warriors in the cage, please. All right, ladies and gents, we have a decision after 3 hard-fought 5-minute rounds in this professional ladies contest. We have your winner by way of split decision in favour of the red corner, Lanchana Mean Green. Also, let's hear it for your runner-up, Bryony Killaby Tyrell. And just a couple of words now from Jake Smith.
Lanch, back in the win column, how nice does that feel?
After a year out, it feels mint, and to do it local to home as well, and with all my support here, I want to thank you all. It's a nice feeling being back.
To touch on that then, this is your first fight at home for a long, long time. How nice is it to be back in Rainton Meadows Arena?
Oh, awesome! It's like my old stomping ground, you know what I mean? So, yeah, it's been awesome, thank you.
And finally, you just touched on it there, the crowd out there, your support. How nice is it to have that back?
Mint! Oi, oi!
When do you next want to be in?
Next month.
Ladies and gentlemen, Lanchana Green!